Now this video is specifically for those of you who are intending to get into the ALX program or have been admitted. And yes, I am a Salesforce certified associate 1, Salesforce certified administrator 2, so yay. Did it make me anxious? Yes. Companies that would take you, or that would take you in, they would be grateful for having you. They would be grateful. You would be an asset. So by the time you are done, you're like a full package. Hi, I'm a recent ALX graduate, or soon to be graduate. Hopefully by God's grace, by the time a lot of you would be viewing this video, watching this video, I will be done. But as of now, I am a 2-time certified. My program was Salesforce, is Salesforce, and yes, I am a Salesforce certified associate 1, Salesforce certified administrator 2, so yay to me. So, but I'm not here for to talk about the Salesforce program. No, I'm here to talk about the ALX program as a whole. Now, this video is specifically for those of you who are intending to get into the ALX program or have been admitted and you're waiting, for the program to begin, or possibly you just started, you're in a cohort already. Now this video is for you. But note, this is not a sponsored ad, this is not a sponsored video. This is just me doing it on behalf of all of you that fall into the category. Why? Because when I applied for ALX and prior to getting into the program, and even when I got into the program, prior to the program starting, I did my research, I asked questions, and a lot of the answers I got were not so favorable. When I mean not so favorable, of course I heard about the plenty benefits of ALX, like I would also share to you, but I also heard of how overwhelming it is. I saw some videos of how overwhelming it can be and how people were dropped off and people were kicked out, and oh my goodness, and that really, did it make me anxious? Yes. Anxiety, nervousness, fear, everything you can think of. And even by the time I got in, I still had those fears. I still had the anxiety. I was still nervous. I was still, oh my God, can I do this? And yes, it was but anyways, before I continue, first and foremost, I need to thank ALX and Mastercard. ALX in partnership with Mastercardfoundation brought about this platform, this program, for thousands and thousands of us from my cohort. It wasn't just Nigeria. I am in Nigeria, and it wasn't just Nigeria. It was close to, if not 8 African countries. There was Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, and we were like over 5,000. We were many, and this was just brought to us on a platter of gold. So thank you ALX, thank you Mastercard for this opportunity. I don't know how else to say. This has been a great experience. This is a great opportunity, and that's why I advise anyone who is preparing to get into the program, don't stop, don't give up, come into the program, go into the program, and don't get scared about what you hear, how difficult it is and all. Is it difficult? Yes, but don't lose faith, don't lose hope. You will pull through. A lot of people were dropped out. Yes, I'm not going to deny that. A lot of people were kicked out, rather. Pardon me. A lot of people were kicked out. A lot of people dropped out, because it was overwhelming. Was it difficult? Yes. Was it overwhelming? Yes. But I didn't drop out by God's grace. I wasn't kicked out by God's grace. Am I saying being kicked off is bad? No. Am I saying dropping out is bad? No, not at all. But I didn't drop out. I wasn't kicked out, and I saw it through to the end by God's grace. So I just wanted to know that if I could do it, you can do it. And it's not just me. There are more than 1,000, thousands of us that were not kicked out and were not, or didn't drop out, and we saw it through, so you can also do it. So what do you expect as an ALX learner? One thing you will get to see on the website or anywhere, or even with any ALX learner, one thing you will hear is we do hard things. Oh my goodness, when we got in, that was like our chant. ALX, do hard things. ALX, do hard things, do hard things, do hard things. We did hard things. We did. Oh, we did. So expect to do hard things. When I'm talking about hard things, what am I saying? Your time management skills will be tested greatly. It will be tested because you would have like time-bound projects, time-bound content to cover, to read, so you can work on your tests, on your milestones, your assignments, your projects. And just imagine, for those of you in university or those who just graduated or whichever one, or about to enter university, whichever one, and your project, normally when you work on a project, you're given like what, months to cover this project, you know, months, a month, 2 months to work on it, or more to work on it, prepare, defend, do your research, do everything, you know. But in ALX, my lovelies, you are just given what, a week, 2 weeks. That's what you're given, and you have to deliver. Now, one reason why a lot of people were dropped off, aside maybe some who weren't really serious about it, some who were overwhelmed, in my cohorts, we had to achieve like we had our foundations course before our specialization in our technology skills, like the tech field. So before you cross over to that, after the foundations, for the foundations you have to have like an 80% score, you know. And this 80% score, it sounds so easy. It's not as easy as it sounds, because like I said, you just have like what, weeks to achieve your score in the test for a week, in your milestones. You just have weeks to do this. So you have to achieve like an overall score of 80% before you cross over to your tech field, your tech track. So it wasn't funny, and that was one reason why a lot of people were dropped off. And I'm not just going to say, oh, all of them were not serious. No, yeah, there's some people who weren't serious, yeah, but not all of them. Some had other things they were doing, family, work, business, and possibly they just couldn't combine it, or possibly they didn't expect that. So they didn't expect the magnitude of the program, of the course. Because one thing I can tell you is that ALX, they are thorough with everything, with their content, with everything they're giving to you, the materials, everything. And it is large, it is wide, it is so. And then you have to read all these things, and not just read them but understand them, because you have to understand them for what you have to do, your test, your project, and then just generally in life, because you're going to use them, So yeah, I think it was really just so overwhelming for some people, and they couldn't achieve that score, and they were dropped, plus many other reasons why they were dropped. I am not going to go into all those reasons. Hopefully I intend to do another video, by God's grace, where I would state what you stand to gain as an ALX learner, maybe beyond the things you see on the website. Now, I'm not going to be letting cats out of the bag. No, ALX will do that for you. But based on my experience, I'm going to let you know what you stand to gain as an ALX learner. And believe me, you stand to gain a lot of things that cannot be denied, cannot be overemphasized, that will be an asset to you. So, okay, another thing to expect is that this time around is paid for. The program is paid for. For my cohort, it was free of charge. ALX MastercardFoundation, thank you once again. It was free of charge. They gave us these things on a platter of gold, my lovelies, on a platter of gold. They gave it to us, but now it's being paid for. So one might ask, oh my God, I'm being paid. I'm paying for this with all these exchange rates in my country. I'm in Nigeria, where exchange rate is wonderful right now. So one might be wondering, but I just want to let you know and encourage you that this is not going to be a waste. If you eventually do get the money, and when you do get the money, because I believe, hopefully by God's grace, you will get the money as long as you're determined for it to do it. When you get the money, don't think twice about it. As long as you got the money for the program, don't think twice about it. You stand to gain a lot. You will be challenged. Yes, you will be. You will be pushed really to your wit's end. But that would only make you stronger. That would only make you better. And I can testify to the fact that by the time you are done with this program, companies that would take you, or that would take you in, they would be grateful for having you. They would be grateful. You would be an asset. Why? Because with ALX, they do not just depend or just focus on the tech skills. ALX doesn't just focus on the hard skills, but they also focus on the soft skills. At least my program, where we had to do foundations and then with your tech skills, they focus on the soft skills also. They give months to that. So by the time you are done, you're like a full package. You are a full package. You have entrepreneurial skills, you have employability skills, you have soft skills, you have life skills before you even have the tech skills. So that's why I say you have a lot to gain. The organization that would have you will be blessed to have you. And even if you do not go down the route of like a regular 9 to 5, you start up your own business, trust me, you will thrive and you will do well in that. So yes, so one other thing I'm going to add before I stop this video is the fact that ALX has their chair values, their values that they function with and they live by. Is called chair values. So by the time you get in there, you will see what the chair values are. Trust me, by the time you get in there, those chair values will become your own life values, because they will be so imparted into you and imbibed in you, and they're actually life values, you know. But one thing I want to advise that you have and you hold on to, you develop and hold on to as you go into the program, 2 values I would mention is purpose and intentionality. Like they say, when the purpose of a thing isn't known, abuse is inevitable. So you need to have a purpose. Why am I going into this? Why am I going into ALX program? You might even go in without a purpose. Trust me, a lot of us went in without a purpose. A lot of us are like, oh, is it? Oh, ALX is a new thing in town. Oh, and it's tech skills. By the time we got in there, we had a purpose, because you see things laid out to you, like I mentioned before, on a platter of gold, and you don't want them to go to waste. You'll be like, I need to use this, I need this in my life. Oh my god, I never knew I needed this skill, I never knew I needed this knowledge, and now I have it, I need to use it. So that would cause you to develop a purpose, you know, a reason for being there, a reason for going through everything you're going through, the tears, the sweat, the time, the finances, every single thing. So you need to have a purpose. And then secondly, intentionality. You need to be intentional with everything. Be intentional with your learning, be intentional with your project, with every single thing, even with your time. You need to be intentional with it. I do believe that these 2 things will cause you to get great results. You would not be dropped out, you would not be kicked off rather, and you will not drop out. You will not even think of dropping out. You might be overwhelmed at some point, but when you remember this, when you remember, oh my god, I have a purpose, there's a reason for me being here, and I know I have things to gain here, trust me, you would not drop out. So like I mentioned, in the next video that I will do, hopefully by God's grace, I will talk about everything that you stand to gain based off of my own experience, which I believe will be highly beneficial to you. So click the subscribe button right now, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you don't get to miss out on anything, and please do leave your comments, do leave your questions. I'll also drop my email maybe at the description, so you can also send me emails if you have questions or if you have things you would like me to mention. So please feel free to send me emails, feel free to drop your comments, and please like the video also, and I would see you in the next video. So I do hope that I've been able to relieve you of fears and anxiety and maybe nervousness, every single thing that maybe you had, everything negative that you had prior to now for the program, maybe preparing for the program. Should I apply, should I not apply, I have applied, should I stop, or I am in, should I drop out? I hope I've been able to convince you and encourage you, motivate you and inspire you that you really don't have to. You have a lot to gain. With ALX, you do have a lot to gain. So I'll see you in the next video with more of this information. But if there's any other information you need, please do go to the website. I'm still going to put the link there in the description. Go to the website and get the more info that you need as regards the courses and as regards the amounts that you have to pay. I think for the payments there is a one-time payment and then instrumental payments, and I do believe the one-time payments comes with a discount, but it's all there in the website, so you just click there to get the information on that, and I'll see you in the next video. So subscribe, turn your notifications on, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.